Hi everyone, this is Nina from Rafaela Soul Sessions. I wanted to jump on today and give you all a little catch up. I know I have been kind of quiet on the old videos front for a little while. I really had to close office and go inside and really just, rest, put my tools down and rest and take some time for myself, because really I'm no use to anyone if I am spun out and not in my own alignment. So obviously we've been through the 21st of December, we've been through Christmas and New Year, and we're now in the first week of 2021. And yeah, it's all a big show. It's intense, and from the information that came through the sessions that I had in the latter half of last year, it was said that really 2020 was just a training ground for what's to come. And the main message I remember seeing was that 2020, the tip of the iceberg would fall off in 2020 and 2021. It's really like, the training wheels come off. We're go stations. And so it's I think last year was maybe training for this year. That doesn't mean that that's a bad thing or that we're all doomed. Really, like I was saying right at the start of this video, the most important thing we can be doing right now is taking that time to go inward and doing that self-healing and that self-care, and really learning the tools and skills to stay present and stay within your alignment. Because if we get ungrounded and scared and all of those things, it's not going to have a positive effect on your life. So really, this is, I think, probably why myself and many of my colleagues have been called up to do this work at this time and do work online with people, being able to do these sessions all over the world with people to help them really come back into alignment and really realize that they're not alone on this path, and that we are all so deeply interconnected with each other. And so yeah, being able to do that self-healing and self-care, and really just, we have to step back from what we're observing in the external world. We have to take our time to step back and really deal with what's present. And I think that's really what I had to do when I was going through the end of last year. I hurt my back, the bottom of my back, which is fairly symbolic for having a lot of weight to deal with, and just having some areas of my life that I really needed to look at. Some feelings of being, on my own and doing this on my own, with a young child, and the responsibility of that. I felt the weight of all of that, and I think that really came through in the hurting of my back. I really had to stop and not do anything other than sit with the feelings and emotions I was having, and really be present with myself and with my daughter, and make sure that I was able to take care of both of us. My daughter was unwell. She had a bit of a cold, and so she was pretty unwell for a few days, and I had to care for her. And when I wasn't caring for her, I had to care for myself. So it was really just getting through each day and making sure that I was keeping on top of both of us, and really giving myself that time and that space to deal with what I'm going through, and what she's been going through as well. She's feeling much better. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm still being very wary of my back. It's taken a good 3 weeks for it to, really start to feel better. We've had a lot of snow here in Scotland, so it's pretty icy outside at the moment. It's not really got above freezing for a while. So, yeah, it's kind of treacherous underfoot. So we've had a new lockdown implemented as well, our third lockdown here in the UK. So it really does feel very much locked down. You really can't go anywhere right now. It's not so bad. We're lucky enough to have heating and an open fire, and food in the cupboards. And I feel so grateful to have what I have. And I know there's a lot of people suffering and struggling out there right now, because they're so unsure and so uncertain of where all this is going. And that is completely understandable. And I really feel like this is why myself and my colleagues have all been called up to do this work, and be here as ground crew for this cleanup op that we're going into. This is why we're here. So I just wanted to catch you up on a few of my announcements, something like that. I have a mailing list. This is something I've set up. I know there's people who like to follow my writings and the stuff I write about my sessions and my channeled messages, the messages I feel just flowing through from my higher self. And I know people like to catch up with, the offers I've got on, and what's happening. So I have a mailing list. So if you go to my website, which is www. Oh no, was that 4 W's? 3W. RaphaelaSoulSessions.com, and wait for the pop-up to come. You can type in your email address and you'll be added straight to my mailing list. So I can keep you up to date with what I'm doing, what offers I have going. I often do, like I did last year, I did a couple of rounds of doing donation sessions and things like that for people who really are struggling financially to financially commit to doing a session, and who need maybe to do like a payment plan or something else. We know this work has value, and we know, we want everybody to be able to access this work, because it is so powerful and it is so helpful. So I often do things like that, and I often have other offers and deals and things on for my other services as well, Also, I'm just kind of setting it up in my head, a group quantum journey. I'm going to be doing that over Zoom, and so I'm going to be setting up an event sometime within the next month. I'm not quite 100% sure on date and time yet, but I will get the date and time organized and the event set up. That should be on my Facebook. If you can find me on Facebook at Quantum Healing Raphaela Soul Sessions, or Nina Raphaela Morocco. That's where you can find me, and I'll probably post the event in both places. So it should be easily accessed, and that's going to be at I'm not charging for it, but I'm going to give the option that if you want to give a donation just for the energy exchange, then feel free to do so. So I'll leave my PayPal link, and anybody who does feel called to leave an energy exchange donation, I would be hugely grateful for that, although it's not like you have to. What else do I want to say? Just, yeah, like I was saying before, this is the best thing that we can be doing is taking the time to step back and taking that time to go inward and finding the tools that are going to be able to help us stay present and bring forward, gratitude about our lives. And I mean, gratitude is one of the biggest bringers of joy, I find. It cultivates joy. So when we can find ways to be grateful for even the difficult things that are occurring in our lives, then we can find a space to cultivate joy. So there's a really good exercise, and I think I've mentioned it before on my channel, and it's called Thank God for My Misery. I play with that name a bit. I use some other words in there. Sometimes it depends on who I'm speaking to, and if I think they might be triggered by certain words, I'll maybe mix up the wording of that a little bit. But I myself know that the God aspect is obviously more connected to the source aspect than the religious connotations that it may hold. And that exercise is incredibly helpful. I first heard about it from a spiritual teacher called Amy Satori, and she really promotes this exercise. It's a free exercise. It's what is the name of the lady that does it? I can't quite remember her name, but basically what you do is you write out you list the things that have been really difficult or that you're struggling with, or something that's happened to you that has been very, very difficult. And then you list 10 reasons why that has been a positive thing. And it's a really powerful way of retraining your brain to find the gratitude, to find the peace in the really, really challenging situations in our lives. So here's a little tip for you. And if you want to work with me, feel free to reach out. It's www.rafaelasoulsessions.com. I have my list of services. You don't need to jump right in to do a quantum healing session with me. If you just want to do a 1 hour chat consultation, maybe some cards, maybe just giving you an open, free, loving and non-judgmental space to have a conversation. If you really feel like you need to talk to someone, then I'm here. And yeah, I do the 1 hour consultations. I think they're £33. They're not very expensive at all. However, I have lots of different services, and just take a look at the website and see if anything calls out to you. So thank you for being here today. Thank you for listening. I hope you are all coping and having a beautiful day. And I'm sending you my love, and we will speak very, very soon. Thank you for being here. Bye.